today, guys, I just want to start off by saying stretching is one of my favorite things to work on when it comes to Taekwondo because Taekwondo is known a lot for its kicks. And with that, it has a lot of opportunities to become very beautiful in its movement. And I'm super excited to get to explore some of my favorite techniques to work on stretching with you guys. So first, today I wanted to start off by going just a couple key safety features, safety keys for stretching that I wanted to go over today just so that we're all on the same page and we're going to ensure that we have an awesome, safe workout. All right? The first thing that you always do for stretching out, guys, is get warm. All right? I like to imagine like my muscles. This is kind of an exaggerated example, but I like to imagine my muscles are like spaghetti noodles. When you first get them out of the box, they're all hard, and if you try to bend them, they break. They're all snappy. But then you put them in boiling water, and then they get all loose and noodly, and then they're flopping all around. So that's what we want to do with our muscles today, is we're going to get them nice and warm so that they can bend and we can stretch them out, and they're not going to break on us, all right? The next safety thing that's really, really important is that we're going to make sure that we stay steady when we're stretching. If we're stretching our muscles out and making them longer, and we're kind of exposing them. And so we want to make sure that if we're stretching, we're not going to fall over or lose our balance, because that's a possibility for hurting ourselves. And we never want to do that, because if you get an injury while you're stretching, then it can take a while before you're really back to full, full power and full limberness. So staying safe is super duper important. Now, just a couple tips for better stretching today that we're going to do just to make sure that we get the full benefit out of stretching. All right. Number one is going to be, when we're stretching, we want to try to keep our legs totally straight. And what that does is it allows us to get the full stretch out of each individual exercise that we do. If we allow our legs to bend, then we're only kind of stretching our muscles they're not fully extended. We're not getting the full benefit of the full stretch. So keep those legs nice and straight, or whatever we're stretching, that's what we want to do. The next tip, guys, this is super duper important when it comes to flexibility, is we want to make sure that we get our muscles nice and strong, okay? Because there's lots of people in the world who can do a full split, but if you don't have the leg strength or the muscle strength to get your kicks up high in the air and hold it there, well, then you're just going to be flexible, but you're not going to be able to use the tool itself to add to your own Taekwondo, whether it be in your forms or in your sparring. So leg strength is super important. The next thing that I want all of us to focus on today is relaxing. Believe me, guys, I stretch a lot, and I know more than anybody that stretching is very, very painful. I know that stretching is not always the most enjoyable thing, but here's a couple things that I like to do. Number one is you need to make sure that you're breathing while we do this, in through your nose and out through your mouth, and that's going to relax your muscles and make everything less tense and allow you to relax into these stretches. All right? And then the next thing that I like to do, this kind of just for fun, is I like to imagine what I'm going to get out of doing this stretch. Maybe I'm imagining that the results I'm going to get is the full split. I might be able to kick somebody in the head a lot easier. I might be able to hold out a kick a lot higher than I did before. But think about, I call this my happy place. Your happy place is the result or the end path for the stretching and all the hard work that you're going to put into this today. So if I mention your happy place today, that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to go to what's your goal for stretching? All right, enough talk, guys. So today we're going to start off by getting warm. All right, I have a couple of my favorite exercises that I like to do to get warm. We're going to do each of them for about 15 to 30 seconds depending on what it is. The first one, guys, super basic. I'm pretty sure we're all know how to do it. We're going to do 30 seconds of jumping jacks really quickly. All right, so everybody's starting at attention. All right, we're going to get nice and warm, guys. 30 seconds starting right now. Go. So just jump in and out, getting our arms nice and warm. There you go. Nothing super fancy, guys. Awesome. As fast or as slow as you want, just make sure you're moving at a good pace. Awesome. Just getting the heart rate up, getting our muscles warm. Remember the spaghetti, guys. We're trying to get nice and loose. And this is just a super basic exercise for it. All right, and stop. All right, next thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do some high knees. So high knees is like we're running in place. We're trying to get our knees up really high. This is super important because we're going to warm up these hip flexors right here on the front of our legs, and it's going to help later on. So we want to warm these up real good, all right? So we're going to do high knees for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. You guys knock those high knees out. Keep your back straight. Bringing your knees high to your chest. Very good. All right, I'm seeing some real high knees out there, guys. Keep it up. All right, let's see if we can bring our knees all the way to our chest as high as we can go. As high as we can go. All right, faster, 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 faster. Now slow. Slow. Kind of harder when you go slow. And good job, guys. All right, the next one is a little bit of a strength exercise. We're going to do some squats. We're still getting our legs nice and warm. because it takes a little bit to get them to that nice, limber and warm position that we want them to be in. Here's what we're going to do for squats, guys. There's two ways that I see people do squats. Number one is what I call knee bends. Knee bends is where we squat, and we only go about that low, all right? Now, a squat that I want us all to try today is where we're going to squat down, and we're going to try to get our hips nice and low down by our knees, all right? Almost like we're sitting into a nice deep middle stance. It's going to be real impressive. So that's our goal, guys. We're going to keep our chest up, and we're going to sit our hips back and do our squat. All right, let's go at this for a couple seconds. Ready, set, and go. Just squats. Yep, sitting those hips back. You keep your back straight, nice and tall. Getting our legs nice and warm. I know probably none of you guys thought you were going to be working out here today, but this is important. Nice and low. Keep it going. All right, 5 seconds more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job coming up tall. All right, we only got one more warm-up exercise before we get started with some more of our other things today. All right, and that's hip circles. So we're just going to put our feet shoulder width apart, hands on our hips, and we're just going to do a couple hip circles in each direction, trying to get our hips nice and warm. All right, all of our kicks start here in our hips. All right, and so it's important to get these nice and warm. Let's switch, go the other direction, guys. Nice and around. As we're doing this, guys, cool down, take a deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Nice and deep. Very good. Okay, awesome. And just relax, guys. So now, that was our warm-up. The next part is going to be called strengthening. So now we're going to work on getting each part of our leg a little bit stronger. And the strength, guys, is what's going to allow us to use the flexibility that we're going to be generating at the very end of class. So the flexibility that allows us to chamber, kick, and hold. The strength allows us to hold that leg up there for a long amount of time. And the result that we get from that is a lot of jaws on the floor from your judges, all right? Who would like to be able to hold a kick up out there for 3, 4, 5 seconds and make people go, oh! That is what I live for when I go to tournaments, guys. So let's work for that. It takes a lot of effort and focus to get to that level, okay? So let's go for it today, guys. Oh, okay, I see some nice kicks being held up there now. All right. So strengthening, guys. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go, this is going to get a little bit tougher. This is called the step back lunge. I'm going to show from the side. We're going to alternate legs. We're going to use each leg after each rep. I'm going to step back. I'm going to lightly touch my knee to the ground, and I'm going to step my feet together. Then I'm going to take the next leg, step back, and stand back up. We're going to do this for just 15 seconds, guys. We're alternating. All right? Here's the thing. If you let yourself drop to the ground and your knee slam, well, then you're not using those muscles to control yourself going down. So use those muscles. Make sure that you're not just dropping to the ground. 15 seconds on this one, everybody. Ready, set, and go. Stepping back, switching knees. Keep your body tall, core tight for balance, guys. All right, remember, we're using that balance. Core tight, squeezing. Very good. All right, chest up, hands up by your face, everybody, because you want to stay tall with your body. All right. And time. Okay, guys, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a kick to that. This is going to get just a little bit tougher. It's going to require a little bit more balance as well. When you guys need a balance, I recommend tightening your core just a little bit and staying as tall and as straight as possible. The more we bend, the more we're going to fall to the side. So staying up tall and tight is going to keep you on balance. Now, we're going to do the step back lunge. And then when we come up, we're going to take the leg that was behind us and throw that front kick. So we go back to the lunge, same leg that lunged back, front kick, and set it right down next to the same foot that was on the ground. Then I take the next knee, step back, front kick, standing right next to each other. Step back, front kick, standing next to each other. All right, guys, so we're going to do this for 15 seconds. Alternating legs. You guys make sure when you do this kick, it doesn't have to be the highest kick in the world. I want you guys to try to kick nice and straight with your leg. Keep those hands up now that we're kicking. All right, 15 more seconds. Ready, set, go. Step back, kick, replace. Let's see who's got it. Awesome job. Good, hands up, guard your face, guys. You gotta have those hands guarding your body. Very good. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, And last one, finish up. Pow! Very, very good, guys. Okay, I hope you guys are ready. Here's what I need everybody to have. If you guys have a wall or a couch or a chair, you guys are going to need something to put your hand on to use for balance. So I'll give everybody like 5-10 seconds. If you need to grab something to balance, go do that really quickly. You guys can see I'm here in my living room. I'm just going to use the couch handle right here. All right, but make sure whatever you have is nice and steady. You're not going to break it. All right? Very, very good. All right. So everybody, what we're going to imagine is that we're in our fight stance facing away. We're going to face towards an opposite wall. We're going to have the wall behind us that we're going to use for balance is going to be on our backside. What we're going to be doing, guys, is, again, we're strengthening these leg muscles so that we can hold it out there for a long period of time. These are just called leg lifts. So if you know a side kick, we're going to chamber and side kick out. If we don't quite know a side kick yet, all you're going to do is you're going to put that side kick, you're going to put your foot with your toes sideways, straight out from your hip. We don't want it to be below our hip, if we can help it. All right, everybody's going to be at different levels. So if it's here, that's okay. We're just focusing on working on getting it higher. All right, but hold it at a good level right here at your hip. The exercise, guys, is I'm going to count to 10. And for 10 seconds, we're going to pulse our leg up and down, strengthening the side of our leg that's in charge of raising our kicks. Okay, so that's super important. It's just a bob for 10 seconds. We're going to do it on each side, everybody. All right, so here we go, everybody. Make sure that your other hand is up. You're keeping your body tall. Everybody extend that leg away from you, totally straight. And as I count, bob your leg up and down. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down. Everybody switch legs. We're going to the other side. All right, ready? Extend that leg away from you, nice and tall. Toes pulled back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rechamber, set down. Awesome. All right. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that we could do it one more time on each side. All right, just to get that nice burn on our legs going. So, switching back to the original side, guys. If that's easy for you guys, all right, my challenge is that you raise your leg. Start higher and then bob up from there. Everybody, ready? Get that kick extended away from you. Nice and straight, toes pulled back. Everybody a little higher. Let's do our best. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good, everybody. All right, last time on the next side. Here we go. And extend. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rechamber, set down. You guys are doing awesome with this. Way to go. All right, and I see some real good flexibility out there, guys. I'm excited to see what you guys are able to do with this as you develop your strength and your flexibility in the future. There's a lot of real good natural talent that I see out there, and that's awesome. Now, for some of you young guys, okay, remember that flexibility as you get older, sometimes you lose a little bit of that flexibility. Maybe you've heard the saying, use it or lose it, all right? If you have flexibility now and you're not making use of it, you're not continuing to stretch and try to improve it, well, then you might end up losing it before you know it as you get older. So make sure that if you have that natural gifted talent, that you guys are continuing to develop that, even though it may be easy for you now, you've got to keep working on it as you get older. All right, here's our next strengthening exercise, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to our knees here on the ground. I really like this one. What we're going to do is we're going to take one leg, and we're going to put it out to the side of us, kind of like a side kick. Our toes and the side of our foot is going to be on the ground. We're going to put both hands on the ground right in front of us, just like this. All right? Now, guys, what we're going to do is first I'll show you from the side. This is called a quad rock. The quad is the top of our leg right there. And the rock is we're just going to push it back. And when we do that, we're going to get a little stretch on the top of our leg and a little stretch on the back of our leg that we have extended to the side. All right, so we're going to quad rock back, and then we're going to get back up tall, and then we're going to do what's called a lift. We're just going to take the side of our leg, the one that's extended, and we're only going to lift it about 6 inches. Could be 1 inch. All right, you're just going to try to lift it off the ground about 6 inches, and then we'll do it again. Everybody ready? Rock back and lift. Rock back and lift. Okay, so that's the exercise, guys. We're going to do this for 10 seconds, rocking and lifting. All right, so make sure when you do this, you don't want your toes to go up because that's going to change the muscle from the side of your leg right there to the hip flexor on top, so keep those toes sideways. Here we go, everybody. Ready? And rock back. 10 seconds. Go on your own. Rock. Lift. Rock. Lift. Very nice, guys. Almost there. 2 and 1. Awesome. All right, guys. Now we're going to take that extended leg. We're going to pull it in. We're going to put the other leg out. Pow! Very good. Okay. So everybody hands on the ground now. Let's just practice this a couple times. Everybody rock back. Forward. Lift. Rock back. Forward. Lift. All right, I see a lot of people doing good with this. Keep doing it your best. We're going to do 10 more seconds, everybody. All right, ready, set, and go. Keep doing those rock, lift, rock, lift, rock, lift. Very good, guys. Let's see. All right, I see Silas killing it. Nice job, way to go. Lift that, keep those hands on the ground nice and firm. And last one, bring your knees in. Very, very nice job, guys. Okay, so I've got one more strengthening exercise for you guys today. Remember, we're doing these strengthening exercises so that we have the ability to control our legs and hold them out there for long periods of time. All right, so as these get more painful, you guys just keep going back to that happy place. Your happy place is the envisionment you have for the future that you want to get as a martial artist. What are our goals? What do we want to get out of this extra flexibility or strength? So keep your mind in the happy place as we do these exercises, guys. All right, this one's real good. It's kind of like a donkey kick, maybe from like gymnastics, if you did that when you were younger, all right? But it's a little bit different, a little bit more martial arty. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to be in what's called a quadruped position, which is just a fancy way of saying we're going to be on our hands and our knees like this. All right, we're going to alternate legs. We're going to use one leg, and then we're going to use the other one. We're going to alternate each time we do this. And we're also going to look over the shoulder of the leg that we're kicking. All right, so each time I kick a leg, I'm looking over that shoulder towards it, and then I'm coming back. So here's what we're doing, guys. Doing it towards the camera, or kind of at an angle, I suppose. I'm going to kick back like a push, and then I'm going to bring the leg to the side like this. I'm going to do it towards you so you can kind of see the angle. I push straight back, and then I pull my leg to the side. My toes are almost going to be facing forward. And then I go back, and I tuck this knee. So all of these last two exercises, guys, have been really focusing on strengthening the side of our leg. And the side of our leg is really important for holding those kicks out. So all of these exercises are they're tough, right? Exercises are supposed to be tough, but it's really focusing on the part of the leg that we want to be using to raise those kicks up, okay? So a couple more times, guys. Let's kind of practice together. We're going to alternate legs, all right, each time we do it. So ready? We'll do right leg first, practice, and then we'll do about 15 seconds of these. So knee kind of comes off the ground. We push straight back with our heel. And then we bring our leg to the side. All right. And then we bring our knee right back to our chest. Awesome. All right. And then we do the next knee. Ready? Next knee. Push it straight back. Pull it to the side. And then back towards the back. Tuck the knee in. Next knee. All right. Couple more here. Let's see it. Everybody to the side. Doing great, guys. And then back into your chest. All right. So let's do 15 seconds. Again, we're alternating legs. We're doing both sides on our own. We'll finish up. This will be our last strengthen exercise, guys. Okay, so 15 seconds. Ready, set, nice and steady, go. Let's see it. Awesome, Jaden. Very good. Keep it going. Harsh. Nice job. Keep it going, yeah. Keep those toes pulled back when you're doing the push. You want to have those toes back nice and tight. Let's see everybody doing this. Do your best, guys. Almost done with our 15 seconds. Feeling it, guys. Feel the stretch. Feel it in your hip. And very, very nice. All right, and last one, guys. Finish up. And we'll just end on our knees here. Awesome. Okay, guys. So we're to the last little bit. The last section is lengthen. Lengthen is the stretching part. I know that, this whole seminar has been based on flexibility, but we haven't even really stretched yet. But that's because stretching is one of the last things that you want to do in your workout. Sometimes when you stretch, when it stretches those muscles apart, it leaves them in a little bit of a weakened state. They're not as strong as they were after they've been stretched out. And so maybe before your workout, when you need your strength, you don't want to stretch out super duper hard because it'll actually weaken you, make you more tired. But you can warm your muscles up, do a light stretch maybe, and then do your full workout or your class or whatever. And then at the end, when you're all sweaty and tired and warm, that's when you want to stretch because your muscles are going to be the most limber and you're going to get the biggest benefit. And what I found is stretching actually feels the best when you're totally warm. It doesn't hurt near as bad. So that's what we're going for, guys. Our first stretch is the most basic, pretty much one of the first ones you've probably ever learned. It's going to be going down and we're going to just touch our toes. Here's 2 objectives that I want you guys to focus on. Number 1, all right, if we let our back curl, that's not staying, what was the word that I used earlier? We want to keep our body straight when we're stretching. And so if we can keep our lower back straight as we push down, it's going to make the stretch way harder, but it's also going to make it more efficient and effective. It's going to make it better for us, all right? We're going to have to do less work to feel it more. Okay, so we're going to try to keep our back straight. Imagine this, guys. Every class, I imagine we're going to bow in. Now you guys tell me which bow looks a little bit better. This one with a kind of curl back, or a nice, straight, sharp, straight back. I bet that the straight back, number 2, yeah, thank you, Julia. Number 2 probably looks a little bit sharper. So what we're going to do is we're just going to practice really quickly for 10 seconds. We're going to go to our chariot. All right, everybody standing at attention. All right, I'm going to face this side. And if you guys want to face this side and kind of use your camera to check and see if your back is flat, because you'll see if your back is curled, that's not exactly where we want to be. We want to push our chest down and pull our shoulders back, and that's going to help us stay straight. 10 seconds, my count. Ready, set, push your chest down, go. Nice and sharp, attention position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now, I'll wager that was a pretty painful stretch for everybody, and maybe just the first time we're doing it, it's not it's not easy for you guys to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it one more time, but when we're going down, we can let our back bend this time. We're going to do it a little bit more relaxed, but we're going to tighten and squeeze our legs like we're tensing every muscle in our leg. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds, and then we're going to see if we go down any lower. We're going to do that twice. So be reaching down your toes. You're squeezing every muscle in your leg. You're going to be shaking and tired, but it's going to be good. All right, everybody? Down to your toes or reaching towards them. All right, we're down, and 10 seconds of tightening your muscles. Ready, set, go. Squeeze. Nice and tight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you relax, let yourself sink a little bit lower into that stretch. 10 more seconds of relaxing. Just relaxing. 10, 9, 8. Just letting yourself hang. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, so now kind of take a deep breath. One more time, we're going to tighten those legs and see if we go any lower into this stretch. Ready? And squeeze, tighten. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, let yourself. I was not touching my toes when we started this, and now I've sort of loosened myself up to touching my toes fairly easily. Hold it to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lean up, guys. Awesome job with those stretches. Everybody keep doing your best. This is really what we're here for. So this is awesome. All right. So that stretch right there was focusing on stretching the hamstrings. It's one of the easier muscles to identify because it goes all the way down your leg, down to your ankle, and it just literally feels like a string. All right. And that is a super important stretch to do for flexibility and kicking, maybe with like a front kick. If you want to get your front kick super high, that's an awesome stretch. All right, now we're going to do one more hip flexor stretch. So everybody go down to both knees. Remember, guys, be steady. It's one of the safety rules for stretching. In order to be safe while we're doing this, we want to make sure we're not going to fall over. So we're going to use our hands for support. What we're going to do is we're going to put our leg in front of our knee, straight in front of us, straight leg here. We're going to use our hands for support on the ground, and we're going to lay our chest forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that was another hamstring stretch. We're going to go over 2 more muscles. The next one, we're going to bend our front knee. This is a very important muscle to stretch and make sure we have warm, is our hip flexor right here, the very front. It's in charge of lifting our leg for a kick, so we want to make sure it's loose and limber. So what we're going to do now is we're going to keep our knee bent in the front, and we're going to push our hips forward towards the ground, like towards our hips are going to go towards our front heel. Now when you do this, we want to try to keep our knee, our front knee, from going too far forward beyond our toes. We want to keep our knee tall above our foot. All right, just a couple seconds here. All right, now we're going to push our front leg straight again. This is one of the hardest stretches, all right? But we're going to do it just for 5 seconds. We're going to straighten our front leg. We're going to push our foot out away from us. We're using our hands on either side. This is the front split. This is a very challenging stretch, guys, and it's super important that we use our hands on either side of our front leg to support ourselves for balance. Just do your best. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, very nice. Everybody kind of pull out of that. Awesome. All right, switching. Now we're just going to do the other side, about 10 seconds each. So we're starting with it's my left leg now. Just make sure that you switch. Straight in front of us. Straight in front of us, chest going down. 10, 9, use your hands on either side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good, guys. All right. Now bending that front knee, pushing it forward. Hips, all right. Our back hip is going towards our front heel. We're using our hands for balance. We're keeping our front knee from going beyond the toes of our front foot. So keep it straight over. I see a lot of great stretch form here, guys. All right, and pushing that front leg straight. Everybody's doing awesome. I know that stretching is tough. You guys remember your happy place. Last thing, guys, we're going to push this front leg straight into the stretch. One more time. Why are we stretching? So we can do awesome kicks and impress the judges. Woo! All right, we're holding this front split, both hands on either side. I see some completed full splits. Very good, guys. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now, I know that we're getting towards the end here, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end us in the last stretch and the last muscle group that I have for you guys today, and then Mr. Spiker, we could open up for questions if we want to get onto that part. So first, let me just show the stretch, guys. We're going to have a seat. This one is one of the more comfortable ones. Everybody's done this before. We're going to put our feet wide. All right, this is a muscle group called the adductors. All right, it's a lot of muscles, but one of the muscles on the inside of your leg is called the adductor. It's in charge of kind of closing those legs in, and it's important to have it loose so that you can widen those legs and kick super high. So this is like the bread and butter, one of my favorite stretches to do for Taekwondo. So we're going to push forward, use our hands to push our hips forward, and keep our feet wide. All right, now if we can, I want everybody to have your hands in front of you and to sit tall. All right. Mr. Spiker, we can open up for questions if you'd like.
Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Give me thumbs up. Yes, awesome, fantastic. Okay, so listen up, guys. Thank you so much, Master Brown. This was an amazing stretching seminar. I'm sure those kicks are gonna be flying up high today. If those students are gonna try to do some awesome hook kicks or X kicks or crescent kicks, you guys are gonna be kicking high. Okay, so let's go into our questions and answers. If you have a question, can you please raise your hand? And by the way, Master Brown, you've got like over 45, almost 50 students here.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for showing up.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I see a question from Jonah. Jonah, let me unmute you. What's your question?
What's your favorite kick?
Ooh, that's a tough one. All right, I like I'm going to say the side kick. Depending on the day, I could say any kick, and I love all the variations, but the side kick is so powerful. I love to practice it. It's got a great chamber. It's a very technical kick, and it's very pretty. I like it. I like the side kick a lot. Thank you for that question, Jonah.
Okay, next question. That was a good one. I like side kick as well. Yes. All right. I saw Sparsh. You had a question. What's your question, Sparsh?
What degree black belt are you?
Oh, thank you, sir, for asking. In March, right before everything got quarantined, I was very fortunate enough to be able to test for my 4th degree black belt. So I just earned my 4th degree. I'm super excited about that. And yeah, so recent 4th degree, sir.
Wow.
Awesome. Congratulations, Master Brown. Well done. Well done. Okay, let's see who else has a question. Raise your hand, please. Let me quickly scan. Boys and girls. Okay, who's got a, oh, right there. Jax, I see you. What's your question, Jax? Go ahead, Jax. Get a little bit closer to your camera.
You got it.
Okay, Jax, I want you to think of what question you wanted to ask and then raise your hand again, okay? And I'm gonna move on to the next person and I'm gonna come back to you if you will remember your question. Hey guys, raise your hand if you have a question. Oh, look at that. I see Master Strickland over here. Hello, Master Strickland. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
We're doing great. Did you like that seminar? How cool?
Yes. Yeah. I had about 6 people on there, 5 or 6 people that were there today. So excellent.
Yes. Fantastic. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys, here we go. Please raise your hand if you have a question. Let me see who's got a question. Master Brown, do you see somebody who has a question? There's so many. I am scrolling left and right on the screen. Okay.
There's a lot of faces on here.
Yes, a lot of faces. Right. So, Jax, I see. Okay, so Jax, what's your question?
What is your favorite punch, Mr. Yirme?
My favorite punch. I like that one. I think that the coolest one is the Superman punch. And I feel like I may have to demonstrate that really quickly. Because there's a lot of great punches that can be done a lot of different ways, but the Superman punch is very flashy. Pow! Kind of jump in. Maybe not very effective. Well, maybe it is effective, but it's a little risky. Maybe it's a little risky, but it's cool at least. That's a good one.
Oh, I see. Sparsh is already doing the Superman punch.
Oh, we're all trying it out now. Yeah, next seminar I do, it'll just be on the Superman punch.
All right. We've got another question from A Captain. A Captain, what's your question?
What's your favorite move for sparring?
Ooh, good one. Oh man. Okay, if I answer that question honestly, it's probably the roundhouse kick because that's one of the most, fundamental kicks that anybody throws in sparring. But my favorite one to land has got to be a spin hook kick. I love landing one of those spinning hook kicks, or even just a hook kick to the side of the head. It's very precise, and it gives me it just feels good when you do it. So a hook kick has got to be fun to land.
Yeah, that's my favorite kick too, Master Brown. Landing a hook kick. It feels great. Absolutely. Great question, A Captain. Great question. All right, guys.
Thanks.
Somebody else, if you have a question, raise your hand, please.
I see Jax has his hand back up.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay, Jax, what's your question?
Mr. Yirme, do you know what your favorite move is?
Like a taekwondo move, like in a form.
Yeah, a belt level. What belt level was your favorite?
Ooh, I gotta say black. I think that the black has the most opportunities. It's a very proud achievement of mine. I worked very hard to earn it, and it's been the source of a whole lot of amazing opportunities in my life have come from just taking that step and earning my black belt. So all the other ranks are awesome. Say again, Jax.
I can't wait when I get a black belt.
You know what? You keep working hard, sir, and you're gonna get there. That's awesome. I can't wait for that as well. Everybody, you saw maybe I got out of that stretch. It felt like a little bit long to be in the wide straddle. So if you'd like to get out of that and maybe go to a more comfortable butterfly or just sit crisscross karate sauce, however you like, I'm no longer stretching in that position anymore. Any other questions, guys?
Jax, by the way, that was my favorite question that you asked. That was a great question.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I don't see anybody else wanting to ask a question. I do see. Passengers. What is your question, guys?
How long have you been doing Taekwondo?
Great question. So 13 years is my approximation. All I know is that I started when I was 7, and I'm 20 now. So I could be closer to 14 years than to 13 years, but for right now, I'll play it safe and say 13 years I've been doing martial arts and Taekwondo. Yeah, great question. Thanks for asking.
All right, Jonah, what's your question?
I started at 7 years old too.
Look at that.
How cool is that, Jonah?
You got a long journey ahead, sir. Keep it going. I love it.
All right, I see a question from Runos. All right, what's your question?
I also started at 7 years old.
You know what? I'm getting the feeling like 7 years old is a great time to get started in martial arts and Taekwondo. So you guys picked the right time to get started.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, there's a question from Emma. Emma, what's your question?
what would you say is the most effective stretch for anything?
Ooh, most effective. That's hard to say. Really, I mean, your whole body is made of different muscles, and so it's important to be stretchy and flexible in a lot of different areas. But like I said, the bread and butter stretch has got to be this leg wide middle split, because it just opens up those legs and allows you to get to that wide kicking angle that we all want to get to so bad. So that's a great overall stretch. So most effective, probably that one. It's very versatile. It's awesome.
I will add to that, Emma, that especially in the teen years, something that teenagers struggle with is hamstrings and calf muscles. So I highly recommend that if you guys are above the age of 10, you also do a very simple stretch where you just sit straight on the floor, legs out in front of you, and you try to reach your toes, and you try to pull your toes back, just like Master Brown is showing now. Everybody check out. Master Brown, can you say something so the camera switches to you?
Here, everybody, look at me doing the toe touch stretch right here. This is what it looks like. Awesome.
Yep, just like that, guys. Important stretch for hamstring and calf muscles. And I see another question from A Captain. How cool is that? We've got so many questions today. All right, A Captain, what's your question?
Well, I started at 4 years old, and what's your favorite workout?
Ooh, my favorite workout. Okay, I've got to throw this one out there. That obviously, I mean, there's so many, it's hard to pick just one. But a fun one that I learned a long time ago, and we do in my classes quite a bit. It's kind of a hit. It's a song called "Bring Sally Up," and so what it is it's a song that goes "Bring Sally up, bring Sally down." And as you hear them say those lyrics, you'll do an exercise. So when they say "Bring Sally up," let's say we're doing push-ups, we'll be in the full arm extension. And then when they say "Bring Sally down," you've got to go down and hold that low push-up position. It is hard. You can do it with a bunch of different exercises. You can either do push-ups for the whole song, you can do squats and push-ups, or an ab exercise. You can do a lot of different stuff with it. It's fun. It's kind of fun to suffer together because it's very hard, and I really like it a lot. That's a great question. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Great question, A Captain. And I see Jax, you have another question. Okay, Jax and then Jonah. All right, Jax, what's your question?
I started, I think, at the age of 5 or 6. And 7, so probably 5, because I started at October 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Wow, that's awesome, Jax. Been great working with you, sir.
All right, and another question from Jonah. Jonah.
So, well, my favorite one is split 2. I like that one a lot.
You're good at that one, Jonah. I can see you all during the workout holding your leg above your head there. That's awesome, sir. Remember what I said about keeping that flexibility. You got to use it or you lose it. So keep stretching, working hard on it, and you'll have it forever. That's awesome.
Great question, Jonah. Thank you so much. I know you guys are all missing karate workouts, right? You guys are all missing going back to your martial arts schools and training and being with your instructors. And I just gotta tell you, the guys, few more weeks, and we'll be there. You know, let's not give up. Let's keep it going. The virtual classes that your instructors are doing, participate every time you have a chance. Keep your training, keep your spirits high. So when you come back, you're going to be able to use all that you have learned at home, apply it on the mat, because the next belt test, guess what? It's right around the corner. And who wants to test for the next belt? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, everybody who wants to test. Absolutely, right? So I just wanted to let you know, guys, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. It's not the same thing, but don't give up. Don't give up. Keep your spirits high. Keep your training high. And the next belt is, for some of you, it might be even the black belt. That's going to be the next color. But let's keep our eyes on the prize. Okay, we'll be back on mats in no time. Right, Master Brown?
Yes, sir. That's correct. Awesome word there.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I see A Captain. You have another question there. All right, A Captain. What's your question?
I started at 4. And who's your favorite martial artist?
Ooh. All right, so this is probably an answer that changes quite a bit, but there's a person on Instagram called Sensei Seth. he's got a great personality. He's very talented. He is just an awesome instructor and person to follow. And so I enjoy. I see him as an awesome influence in the martial arts world. So putting it out there. Besides all of George Strickland's got to be my favorite. That's top of all time right there.
I saw Master Strickland pointing at himself. That was really fun there, Master Strickland. Well done. Hey, Master Strickland, if I may ask, who is your favorite martial arts kind of like star or movie star?
Oh, wow. I think that these guys probably never heard of him, but back in the day, the guy that got me started, that inspired me was Bruce Lee. When I was young, Bruce Lee was the guy to watch in the movies. And then, of course, as time progressed, it became Chuck Norris. And then a little bit later in time, it was Van Damme, Todd Van Damme. You watched all
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Van Damme, European, absolutely.
Yep. So, just those were guys that inspired me to want to do martial arts, and kick and punch. And, yep, so.
All right, teenagers, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Van Damme. If you want to see something really cool that he can do, go to YouTube and type in Van Damme truck commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
You're going to see a great commercial how he's doing splits. But anyway, yeah, Master Strickland, that was right. From Bruce Lee all the way to the movie stars nowadays with Jason Statham. Yep. And Jackie Chan, Jet Li, all these guys. Absolutely. All right. I see a question from Runo. Runo, what's your question?
My next belt test, I have my 3rd stripe right now, so my belt test is obviously going to be in a few weeks.
Very good. Awesome. Super proud of you. Just like I said, keep the eyes on the prize, right? We don't give up. We turn it up. We're champions. We get better, whether we train at home or outside. We keep getting better every day so that when we reopen, boom, you're going to be on the mats. You're going to be super awesome. And the next belt is just going to happen. I know it. It's just going to happen. All right, guys. Any more questions out there? I don't see anybody. Okay. All right. Oh, I see Jax over here. Okay, Jax, last question.
Mr. Yirme, wait. What day did you start?
I think it was a Tuesday. No, what day? I really don't know. I can't, being 7 years old, I wasn't super aware.
I mean, what month?
Oh, what month? Yeah, even that, let's say, I'm going to say September probably, because it was the beginning of the school year is when I started. But again, I wasn't super aware of those things when I was 7 years old. So it kind of makes it tough to know exactly when my Taekwondo anniversary is. It's kind of a shame, but I know when my black belt test was at least, so that kind of counts for something. Yeah, great question.
I gotta tell you, Master Brown, I know exactly when I started training in martial arts. It was February. It was a gift for my wife where I signed us up for a Taekwondo. And
wow.
It was a surprise gift for Valentine's. Yes. So I do remember specifically what month and what day we got started in Taekwondo with my wife.
That's awesome.
All right.
The journey. Wow.
Yes. Okay, guys. So listen up. We are going to finish this seminar, and I hope that you are going to join us again on Wednesday morning. We're going to have another seminar on Wednesday morning. It's going to be lots of fun. Same time as always. So please join us this upcoming Wednesday. But now let's say big thank you to Master Brown. So everybody give Master Brown big thumbs up and say thank you. We had lots of fun. Thank you, Master Brown. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. Very honored to be here. And thanks for everybody showing up. You guys are awesome rock stars. Keep it up.
Awesome. All right, listen up, team. Let's bow out with black belt attitude. Everybody, let's stand up tall and strong, chest out and chin up. And don't forget to have your back straight, just like Master Brown was teaching you how to do it. Everybody, hands out. When we say set, you say yes, sir, loud and proud like a black belt. set.
Yes, sir.
And when we bow, we say, yes, I can, to always keep a positive mindset and to have a yes, I can attitude, because we can achieve anything with a yes, I can attitude. So let's bow and say, yes, I can. Bow. Yes, I can. All right, team. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you here Wednesday. Thank you, Master Brown. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.